And everyone hates me. Still second to OJ. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin. If he's gonna sit in the seat, then does that mean that I get to ask him questions? I'm just going in. Fuck it. Nope, not what I wanted. I ain't got much skills. It's fine.
Since this will be the final class trial,
yay, special
I've come up
rules.
with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Ooh.
Yep, sure will.
Sometimes you just have to sit on it and find out.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me! I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Yeah, great. Great start. I don't even know where to start on this. This is going to be a long process.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. There's no doubt this is a trap Monokuma set. He set it up so we would suspect each other, and I have something that proves it.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Is it this
Hey,
handbook?
you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the
Three of us each have that kind of...
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah.
I love Monokuma.
Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture,
She's not in it.
see? I'm the only one not in it.
Makoto's like, God damn, fuck this class. I figured as much, in which case...
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Yo, look, it's Crazy Toko. This one too, it's just like I thought. Some
So the
Krispy
secret
Kremes in the
these
middle.
Pictures
Mm.
has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos, and that person is...
I got it!
Togo. Just
In each
Togo.
case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
What about Byakuya's?
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
What is this fucking fish?
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
When we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? It's digging at me.
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. Hina's picture. Hiro's picture. And mine. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something...
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Oh my god. Is it Hangman's Gambit? Of course it is. I fucking hate this. I don't know the word. Amnesia.
Now I understand.
Oh, we all just saw all 16 of us got it fucking amnesia.
Let's say that somehow
Yes.
we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
No, it does not.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it, but no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. The interview DVD.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No, it's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
I wish.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
Can we put it up on the screen?
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What? Nani?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed, we only have one path in front of us.
Then, really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time. How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
Ooh, another one, another story. Meanwhile, let's catch up on Chad. Chad's buzzing with history lessons, bra revelations. I took my bra off once. And Danganrompa trials. Freaking Rod's tweaking bots and ditching undergarment. Well, Oh, crazy horde reminisces about high school nicknames. Stickers are flying, new followers joining, and Monokuma's dark humor is stealing hearts. Mel keeps the trivia and gameplay rolling as the Twitch Guild fam shows their hype. Keep it quirky, Chad. Jesus Christ.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
Original
You
motive.
mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. And I ain't got a fucking clue.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure? Exactly! You're just making the mastermind is probably a million miles away. Masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
And I missed it.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who's got that much.
When you... Is the mastermind...
Of course, they have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff. The mastermind is probably...
No, that's wrong.
Ooh, I'm jealous. I did not eat dinner. My Kit Kats are my dinner, and I had a loaf of
There's
pineapple.
no question that the
King's Hawaiian
mastermind
bread.
is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control it
It's all
all
good.
this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but what? What's the goal at? I don't remember what the goal is at. Hey, Crazy Rock Man. We've had a lot of crazies in this chat. This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
I see it.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me.
It's okay if
I'm
we
not
don't
the
hit the
mastermind.
goal. I've got some charity incentive goals that involve cosplays, like some Lumpy Space Princess, some Tai Tamaki.
Well, it's not me. I blame Makoto.
Maybe I'll even do a Monokuma cosplay.
What? Why me?
Or Hina.
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
I'm always panicking, so I believe that full-heartedly, JJ.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
A lot.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
All the murder.
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mokuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds?
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
But because she was in the biolab, her body wasn't going to decompose?
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here. Huh? How do you know that? Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you done fucked up, bitch.
She denied me before I could even say anything.
Togo needs to get laid.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
The fuck? You're so sure we're gonna deny you. Why bother saying it in the first place? Is it the profile?
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
No, it's wrong.
No, it's spinning.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Oh, we got the bulbous. Nice.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Right?
Let's start off with a nice,
Easy.
easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
There's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. It should be obvious. I don't even know what's obvious. What? What? No, I'm not ready. Oh, okay.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who is under. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
Damn, that's not it. Should have been patient.
Shoot!
I was doing good. Damn it.
You never saw it, so you can't have. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
You're wrong. There's another part of the attacker.
Oh? And is it the right hand?
Damn it! I need to stop being so impatient. Now I'm getting antsy.
Shoot! You never saw it, so you can't have. I'm telling you now, it was.
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand or the left hand? Maybe the right foot. Shoot!
Fuck.
You never saw their face, so you can't have. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right or the left hand? Maybe the right or perhaps the left foot. Or could it be the hips?
I don't even know. Was it the hip?
You never saw that, so you can't have. I'm telling you now, it was.
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right or the left? Maybe the right or perhaps. Or could it be
What the fuck? I don't know what was in the file. Shit. Oh no.
You never saw their face, so you can't have. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even there's another
I
part of the.
have no fucking clue.
Is it the or the left? Maybe the or perhaps. Or could it be the hips?
Most notable feature of a tattoo that marked for membership in Fenrir. Tattoo is in a certain easy to spot area.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have. I'm telling you now, it was.
You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand or the left hand?
I don't remember what side it was on, and now we're dead.
Shoot!
Oh my god. Well, I mean, that was one death. I expected to die much sooner.
I refuse to give up yet.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fails because I didn't read my notes. I didn't check my notes, so I don't remember where it is.
You
I'm gonna
never
die a
saw
lot
their
right here. I can
face,
guarantee it. I
right?
should have watched the VOD.
So you can't have any idea who was under that I'm telling you now, it was
You're wrong. There's another part of the...
Oh? And what is it, the right hand or the left hand? Maybe the right foot, or perhaps the left foot. Shoot!
Oh, am I able to like go back? No, I just get the directions. I'm doing this. Got it.
You never saw their face, so you can't have... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
I meant to focus. I meant to focus. I meant to fucking focus.
Shoot! You never saw their face, so you can't have... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. There's another part of the...
Oh? Is it the right hand or the left hand?
Alright, I'm...
Shoot!
I'm fucked. I don't know it. I do not know it.
You never saw their face, so you can't have... I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. There's another part of the...
Oh? Is it the right hand?
Thank you. Jesus Christ. Mukuro's hips are different.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
I'll try another one. I might try
Okay,
milk tea.
sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Oh.
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything, she's about to rip off them gloves. Hold on. I'm about to spit on my chocolate accidentally. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. That's pretty fucked up, bro. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
She has 6 fingers. She
If it
actually has
means we get
12.
another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Nope.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true
Ooh,
mastermind.
that milk tea Kit Kat is fucking good.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after
Maybe
she
somebody else
died,
killed her?
who knows how much time went by before we found her, right?
Yeah, what if somebody that already died killed her?
Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. Can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
You hated it.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
I'm about to gambit some tarp. Proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden. Okay.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
That's
Makoto's
what she said.
nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
I don't even know. Could you be talking about...
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
By the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Damn, dive into the beginning of the game just to get me fucking riled
Why are
up.
you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. What? Oh,
Are
fuck.
you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
What?
What? What do you want?
What?
I'm not listening!
I am so confused.
I refuse to give up yet.
What? What? What?
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Okay.
I'm not listening!
Are you fucking kidding me?
What? What do you want? I'm not listening!
This should prove it.
Motherfucker, I didn't know there were 3 options.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in.
Oh.
And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is
I got it!
10.
10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
Because there's 6 left out of 16. Are you fucking dumb?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was 9th. Victim number 10 was Mukuro. So 10 people in all?
10
Oh.
people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
Or maybe it never died.
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
And if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Oh god.
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies.
I'm starting to get really suspicious on that dude that randomly came in and gave me a spoiler, but I didn't know if it was actually the spoiler. And now I'm starting to think he was actually the spoiler, and I'm going to find out who this person is and ban them. Even if this wasn't 2 months ago.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
And they never came back. Because if I'm thinking what I'm thinking, I'm going to be very mad that I got spoiled.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
One wasn't really dead. The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? Why would it take 9 murders took place? No? Okay. Actually.
Shoot!
Really? The same person was killed twice? That doesn't make any sense.
Shoot! I got it!
That makes no
What
sense to
about
me.
it? The same person was killed twice.
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
That doesn't make any sense.
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Nani?
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
We're gonna die again.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
I think that's it.
Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Mando Kiyotaka?
Oh,
Kishima
maybe it's
Mikumi
Chihiro.
Yamada? Celestia Lu? Or maybe... Stop, no, there's no way anyone was murdered twice!
No, that's wrong. Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
I am livid.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
And the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. A little silence. Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?